bear? The baby bear. Oh, it's not a baby bear. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Abort! It's a wolf.
Hello, the Great Mushroom. Thank you for your 3 month subscription. Thank you. Thank you. And did you see new alerts? New alerts everywhere today. And you can hear me, but apparently you can hear me twice. Just seriously, OBS, just make up your mind and pick one. All right, just don't. Hi, Sweet Pea. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So most of the things are working. Okay, most of the things are working. My Stream Deck has decided that it doesn't want to work, and I don't know why, because like everything else seems to be working. But you know, that's other than that, that seems to be fine. Oh, I get this. Oh yeah, put it there. Thank you. I have coffee in a mug that the floating hand likes to bring me because it's wildly inappropriate for streaming. So obviously that's the one that they bring me, which is this one from Her Majesty. May she rest in peace. Charlie says hello, floating hand. Floating hand says hello, Charlie. Also, Charlie, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are having a good time. Hope wherever it is that you are. Oh, don't look. I was just kind of trying to do the whole be nice thing. You know, like you don't have to. You can just try being nice. You know, just try being nice. Just you know. Right. Just, you know, you don't. No? Well, you are being nice. Nice. You seem confused by that. I'm never nice. Um, okay. Well, I mean, I mean, I don't. Nice, there's no such thing, says the Great Mushroom. We're all off to a cracking start here. I got enough to do the 1K thing. What is the 1K thing? Do I want to know what the 1K thing is? Stream Elements, welcome to the stream. You're only like 20 minutes too late. What? I don't know. I don't know what that was about. So yeah, okay. He lives. Evening, Ennis Carmel. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope everything is going well where you are. Hope it's all kind of working well. So we are here. Rise, Zen, live. I tell you, live. I'm here. Right? What's going on? Am I not moving? Am I just kind of frozen? Like, am I just talking to myself? What's going on? No, I'm good. Excellent. Thank you, sweet as pie. Technical tickles involving a very bratty camera. Blame Zaki Blade. Do you know what? You know, that's entirely fair. Let's see whether or not I can get this thing. Oh, I haven't got a USB slot, so no, clearly it is not going to connect for me today because that's just kind of how it is today. So you're just going to have to put up with fewer sounds, which is okay because we can do that, right? Let's just scan this QR code in the vague hope that it'll work. And if not, we will get on with playing fewer sounds. Yes, well, so this should have a whole bunch of Twitch sounds, you know? Sounds. And it's meant to run off my phone, but it's just sat there reconnecting. So instead, I'm gonna have to put that there, and then find other ways of doing it. So I mean, it's okay. Just slightly more frustrating when you've kind of set up your out then. So some of you may remember we're playing PalWorld. PalWorld is legally distinct from Pokemon for reasons. But before we get into that, there is something that I want to show you. It arrived in the post just as I was setting up. One of the reasons that I was late setting up is my partner got me a present because I've been going through a rough patch, as some of you know. And so they got me this little notebook. All right, okay. So it's about the size of my hand. And I don't know if you can see. There you go. Look, it's got a compass on it. It's got an anchor charm on it. It's got a steering wheel on it. A steering wheel. A ship's wheel on it. There we are. Okay. And it's black and red. Black and red. Black and red. Look at that. I'm just very pleased with that. The only thing is now, sometime between now and Fest, I'm going to have to find the time to move all my notes into those so I can start using them. But, that's a problem for future me. So, do Pokemons with machine guns. We haven't got us for machine guns, but we're working on it. Let's pray to the old gods then doesn't try and extract PAL fluid or breed the human he kidnapped. Look. He's not. He wasn't kidnapped. He joins. All right. He joined voluntarily of his own volition. Right. Okay. It is part of his community service for being such a bad guy. Lavender breeds with anything, including humans. You say? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So we need a lavender. And we are. I have a human guy in PalWorld. His name is Jimothy. Jimothy. Do you know what? You know what we haven't done? We haven't named any of our pals. All right, and it's a thing that you can do. Is that so? This is. I've got to find a way about whatever's going on. When I change, it mutes. Just. I don't know why it does that. It's maddening. So what we can do is is name the pals after chat, okay? And then we can take them with us. All right. No, yes, it is laggy as anything. But like that's just how this game rolls, really. It's going to check that it hasn't um, set the graphics back up because I noticed that it did that. Now it reckons it runs better windowless, and I don't think it does. I think it actually runs better full screen. Um, yeah, that seems a little more fluid to me. It's slightly more frustrating, but seems a bit more fluid. Like, and I have dropped the settings way, way down on this. My potato is potatoing. Jimothy is a flamethrower and patrols around. Good boy. Jimothy does indeed seem like a good boy. So, right. What were we doing? I feel I got massively sidetracked at the end of last round. Oh, we've got a space here. Right, you mine. What do? You plant things. You plant things. What do you do? All right. So you are the only thing I've got cutting wood. Do I have anything else that'll cut wood? What do you do? Come on, one of you has got to cut wood. We're not at the point where we need. I've got a Tokototo, whatever that is. No, like none of them. What are you? No, but he carries things at level 2, so he can go there. And we'll just leave that spot empty. Me asking myself, look in the mirror, what do you do? Science distracted you. Science was very distracting. It was very distracting. It is unfair when people like my partner get involved. They are very distracting in a good way. Right. Right. Stones, stone, 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 stones. Look at him chilling in the bath. Right. So we did work out where we can get PAL fluids from. So we know that. And don't bring up that image. The Great Mushroom. Like I had basically forgotten about that. Why would you do that? 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 I didn't just question my existence, it questioned your existence. Lift Monk can also help you craft stuff, and if you chuck out a pal from your party while you're in your base, they'll just go and do stuff. This is very true. Right, so what we now need is to build a primitive thingy. Did we unlock it? Probably not. So we built the medieval workbench. And the cooler box is down here, right? So we're going to need that, and we're going to need that. All right. So, like, that's a lot of leveling. That we're going to need to do. Build a sphere work and a PAL expedition center. Where we're going to put a PAL expedition center on this base, I don't know. But either way, we're going to need a lot of well, kind of everything really, and I'm going to need to level up. But first, let me just go check that I've actually got a saddle for the deer, because I don't remember if I made one. Nope, did not. All right, so let's go do that. Because the deer is my favorite. Man, I haven't even unlocked it. Wow, was I distracted. There is the other Erithica saddle, unlock that one. The Tansy assault rifle, unlock that one, because those two are freaking hilarious. And the Dire Howl saddle, might as well, we've got a Dire Howl. Oh, and that one. And that one. So, ooh, that's cool. Thank you, the Great Mushroom. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've got to take that off the channel. I've just got to absolutely take that off the channel. It's just not... It just shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. So, you might have noticed I've added some stuff to my channel over in the corner over there, which is kind of a Ko-fi link, and there's a little jar above it. Or at least there kind of is. But let me know if it's in the way, all right? And we can move it. So, so what we're making now is kind of the first glider that you get. We're doing a Pavlov experiment, but with the screamer sounds. What's Ko-fi? So, Ko-fi, coffee, buy me a coffee. That's where it comes from. So, one of the things that the channel brought up last time, now it was just kind of like wiped out by a single member who had lots of channel points, but I put up a little thing going, do you want me to enable a way for chat to help me purchase a better potato? And people kind of went, yeah, sure, do that. So that's what I did. Yeah, you can glide double time with Accelerate, which is why, being as we had the stuff, we did it. Now, what are we missing? We are missing the horn. How is this chat missing the horn? All right. If this chat had a horny bonk stick, okay, you would all be being bonked repeatedly. You're purchasing a better... Sweet as pie. One, that does mean you are not a potato. Two, bonk stick. Exactly, a horny bonk stick. Two, I stream all of this from a little laptop, okay? And Elusive really wants to go and play a game called Enshrouded. Honk if you're horny. Honk. Elusive really wants to go play a game called Enshrouded. Oh, did I actually bring a weapon? Did I bring a weapon? Kind of, yeah. Elusive really wants to play a game called Enshrouded, and to play that game, I need a much better laptop. So that's kind of it's not just a better laptop; it's a better computer. I love that everybody is honking. You are an amazing chat. You give me life. Now, there's a pack of horny geese in chat. Look, I don't see this as a problem. And also, we don't kink shame here, the Great Mushroom. You know better than that. If the chat wants to be a pack of horny geese, the chat is allowed to be a pack of horny geese. So, there is normally, over here... this is what Celeray does, is they become your glider. There's normally Erythicadeer around here somewhere, and of course this one time, just this one time, my new name on things is Sweet Potato. Forgot it wasn't on here. Such a thing. Long. We will abuse the goose sound if you make it. Okay, right, goose sound it is. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised I don't have one. But that's okay. Cool. It's stuck. Did I actually bring any pal spheres with me before I attempt to catch this thing? Where'd it go? Whoa! Okay, you come back in the ball. Well, that didn't work. But we got the horn. And now its friend is going to have a go. Whoops. Where are you? Ow. No. Okay, fine. Deal with your friend, will you? There we go. Alright, let's just keep an eye on this one. Oops, off it goes. Come back. Well, that didn't work. Zen, you should have checked your inventory. Don't, like, you always have the horn. Low whoops. Like, yes, I should have checked my inventory. Absolutely, I should have checked my inventory. Did I do any of those things? No. If you were here for decent game playing, you wouldn't be here. Let's just be honest about this. But, you know, we have got the horns that we need. Right. What else do we need? What else do we need? Before we go back, what do we need? Oh, it's only palladium. Cool. You just absolutely murdered them, didn't you? All right, okay. So we're just going to go get to palladium. Palladium is that sort of funny glowing blue rock. And there's some over here. More pylons. Need more pylons. He just murdered chickens. Nothing to see here, boss. They just fainted. Well, exactly, right? The Erithica deer is just a little. It's not the most psychotic thing I've caught in PalWorld so far, but probably the most psychotic thing I've got this playthrough. So you get 5 per rock. We need 15. There's a cave there. I think maybe actually that's what we'll do. We will make the saddle and then we'll go in there. Oh, Spambot. I love it when you kill one of them or the lamb balls and they just roll down the hill. Good evening, Miss Polly. Welcome. Glad to see. Glad to see you on the stream. Have you had a good day, Miss Polly? Have you been up to anyone fun? Up to anything fun, I mean. Do you know, that's one of those things you shouldn't do on stream. You shouldn't ask people questions like that. Because what happens is that then you have to break the conversation rule because you have to keep talking while they type out their answer. And worse, they might not want to answer. They wanted to just say hello, be acknowledged, given the opportunity to maybe say something more, and then kind of left at that. And I know this because I've been streaming for a while, so these are things that I know. I have Zen, and you know that. I do, Miss Polly. However, as I was just explaining, there is a difference between on the stream and in real life. And I don't always automatically assume that people want me telling the world if I've been hanging out with them during the day, because they might not. They might not want that. Oh my God, forced interaction. Exactly, sweet as pie. Successfully put your dining table up. Huzzah. I mean, at least one, it arrived, nobody nicked it. His forced interaction. Look at that. Look, can you see? This is the most active the chat has been. All because I made a slightly off-color mistake. I've just, you know, dying with my nails. DIYing with, I mean, okay. So for those of you that don't know, Miss Polly's nails are a good kind of, where's my camera? Kind of like that long. All right. From this finger to my thumb. All right. Just very impressive, very pretty, very beautiful. Not the kind of thing you want to be trying to do DIY with. All right, just sort of. Oh, I have to build an egg incubator. How annoying! Even though there's one there, I've got to build one. I love that we all don't like fast. I mean, I presume, right, that that's what the stream is for. Mostly is for, people to come and hang out with me in a way that's entirely on their own terms. Because, I'm kind of an introvert. They're a weapon and a hindrance at the best. Yeah, I mean, they are both of those. Yes, you build it, Zen, it's slave labor. Look, we've been through this. It is not slave labor. They are here voluntarily. This is because they are here because they love me. All right? It is their option to give me their labor free. All right? It's volunteering. That's what this is. This is a mass volunteering for the greater goods. Yeah? That's what this is, right? I'd forgotten how long these things take to build. Luckily, you only need to build the one. And they don't kind of sit in your inventory once you've forced volunteering. No, I volunteer as tribute. See, Miss Polly would voluntarily join my compound. Get Liftmonk to help out. Liftmonk is helping out. No, it's a tansy. Do I have a Liftmonk? No, I don't. I've got a Pingullet. There you are. There you are. Pingullet helps. Yo, Merlin's beard! You do in your storage. Yes, but not on me, and then I'd have to go and get one. But Pingullet helps. Look, it's fine. It's fine. Merlin's beard, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my friend? How are you? How is it going? Well, yeah, thanks. Right. They are big, chunky boys. Right, what? So it's just palladium, really. We could just kind of knock some of this stuff out. I mean, that needs iron. Yeah. Okay, so that needs iron and palladium. So while we're doing that, I'm all right. I've applied for jobs today. I'm now working on business cards for Etsy. Oh, nice. Nice. Good to see you having a good time. I might as well just set that to just go, really. Here we are. Let's acquire the ingots. So you might as well set things working like that on the bench because we don't need them now. So we will come back and get them later. What else do I need? Oh yeah, gotta eat. I also don't have anything in my inventory to eat because I meant to do that. I meant to actually. Oh, there we are. Let's acquire some fried eggs. Oh, look at us! We did it. We remembered. I was only on 3 hit points. It's fine. Do you ever set up a second base once you're high enough level at the mass iron resource node spot and use it as a fast travel spot? Weirdly, I have been using the second bases like actually as second bases in a kind of I need to be in this location a lot rather than kind of to portal and get resources. I did kind of see that as a reason. So 3 HP is fine, nothing to see here. So like I can see why you might. But at least as far as I'm aware, the bases don't seem to share inventory. Which then kind of puts you in this weird position that you have to kind of carry everything back to the fast travel point anyway. So the chapel on top of the hill in the mountains, I usually just have Pen Kings mining it, and then the Flame Boys smelting iron bars. Yeah, like that is how eventually we will be. You just teleport. Yeah, you can just teleport between the two of them, which sounds incredibly organized. Like, incredibly organized. It is not how this stream is going to go. Well, actually, a lot of that will entirely depend on how much of this base building I do, or what we get distracted with. Wildly organized for someone with ADHD. Yeah. Oh, something has taken on the double mama rests. My Wi-Fi keeps dying. I might have to dip soon. Merlin, that is okay. You are welcome here, bud. And, just remember, you are awesome. And it won't be long. It was shown to me by a friend, so now I do it on all my saves. Yeah? Yeah, no, I get that. There's a whole bunch of iron just at the top of this hill. Just off to the left. It's called hyperfixation. So I do occasionally climb up there and do that. But mostly I've used kind of the second base as an anchor while exploring. I want that one. I need wood. Right. Well, let's put the character to bed because they do get cranky if you don't. That's the one. Put your hands up if you're neurospicy, right? Right, wood. Okay, good. Ooh, 146. That'll do. Let's send out the Erythicadia because it can go replace all that wood that I've just nicked. I too get cranky if I don't get put to bed. Ah, Merlin, more people should put you to bed. Tuck you up with a little blankie. Maybe give you like a little cuddly toy. Read you a little story. By my partner, prefer. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's very sensible. Please turn me into a blanket burrito. Oh my god, I die inside every time the ads come on. Oh, ads! I was meant to get a notification. I was meant to get get a notification that tells me when the ads come on so that I could just not stream. So I could just kind of go, right, nothing's going to happen during this stream. Just enjoy the ads. Chloroform isn't as fun as cuddly. I mean, you're right. You're right, but also, like chloroform kind of like don't use chloroform as a way to put people to sleep. Okay. Chloroform it could be for free. I mean, look, folks. We don't chloroform our friends without consent. Now you're getting an echo. Now. Right, hang on. Right. Okay, so hopefully now I should be able to change scenes. Ba-da, ba-da. Right, okay. Please chloroform me before turning me into a blanket burrito, says Merlin. I guess that counts as consent. Bratty potato. Yes. Echo begun, that's better. Zach McDaniel, it's your fault. You cursed it with your bratty ways. I said, don't. Oh, don't chloroform Merlin. Don't. Please do not chloroform Merlin. Okay, sweet as pie. Do not chloroform Merlin. I apparently this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What was that? Like, I'm a professional, folks. I'm a professional. That was a short. That wasn't a short ad. That was me pressing the wrong button. That was. I was saying yes to the bratty potato. Yes, I know. There was an intro. Yes, that was briefly an intro because I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to do this and then go back to the game. But apparently, what I pressed was the intro scene. Right, because I don't think we've made a dial saddle, so we'll do that while we're here. I am smooth. All right, I am smooth when it comes to this game. Right, I are professional brat life. Great mushroom. Thanks. I mean, should we just have like a quick hands up, right, for all those in the chat who would identify as a brat in the chat, right? If you identify as a brat, just spam the brat life emoji. Let's see what we got here. All right, it can't be all of you. All right, there's got to be somebody else in there, right? Yes. So let's just see. Just spam it in the chat. Let's see where it goes. I are baboon. I mean, if you say so, sweet as pie. If you say so. Reluctant hand rises. Merlin's beard, brat life, Nissig, bratty. I am bratty at times, says sweet as pie, which is arguably the most bratty thing that you can say. Nissig, I mean, I did not know that about you, but welcome to the stream. Zaki has seen your results for the test. Oh dear. Zaki is clearly a brat. Miss Polly is clearly a brat. Like, am I gonna have to kind of just label this stream? All right, come on, if you're not a brat. I am not a brat. Oh well, great mushroom. Welcome, I guess. You're kind of the only one. It's just me and you. The test called me out massively, Merlin. It didn't call you out. It just told you what kind of person you actually are. It doesn't call you out. All right. If that's who you are, that's who you are, and that, my friend, is okay. If you're happy and you know it, you're a. Oh wow! It was dead before I could follow up. Did I get it? Did I get it? I got a crevice. Yes. So it's by clapping. I like it. You can be a brat and be good. Really? Where are these people? Where are these mythical good brats? Your deer needs to chill. Look, it's just really horny. That's the problem with the deer. Excuse you, that is me. Hello, Zaki Blade Daniels. Welcome to the stream. I have indeed known you to be good. This is true. You know, I'm a good girl and a brat. It's totally fun. Start making the brats self-care. Watch how fast they back down. Hello, Zaki, the best brat. Don't say that, Merlin. Don't. Like, otherwise we're going to end up in this position, right? Start. I like the idea that Zaki is the best brat. I like the idea that we can, in fact, make the brats behave by telling them to do something very sensible, like look after themselves. Queen of Brats, long may she reign. Queen of Brats? What kind of mad nonsense is that? Throws tantrum, I don't wanna. Tell me again how you're not a brat. Speaking of, everyone hydrates. The problem is I was about to reach for my coffee and now I'm not gonna. Because I don't want to be accidentally thought of. I thought the Queen of Brat was Charlie. Ah, lava cookies coming in there. Noticing, by the way, the lava cookies didn't spam a brat emoji. Just putting it out there. Right. What are we doing? Oh, yes. What I was going to show you before we went off on our little spree was that we have just. Oh, yeah, no, I want to get a lift. Let's go get a lift malt. I've got two, but there are loads up there. So let's just catch a new one. Because we need to go make some power spheres anyway. It is a love stick. Hello, Zaki, the best brat, pinned by the mod. Just. So, spank your monkey, right, with your bit of wood. Like this, right? Just spank the monkey, 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 right? Now, when the monkey is done, right, when the monkey is ready, he will jump up and down, right? And he makes this sort of smiley face. And once you've spanked the monkey, so that came back, so spank your monkey. Merlin's Beard, welcome to the chat. Oh, wait, is there another monkey? Is there another monkey? Yeah, over there. Let's go and spank that monkey too. When the monkey is beaten, yeah, once you have spanked the monkey, then you need to toss a ball at it, all right? You just toss the balls, right? Spank it with your love stick. Spank, 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 spank the monkey. Right, and when he's all nice and happy, right, you just release your balls like that. And success. You get a tansy. So let's go make some. Your name on my phone is now the best brat. It's just good. It is nice to see that people are making friends. Every time I glance at the chat, all I can see is "Hello, Zaki, the best brat," just right across my screen. Right, so now the next thing that we are going to need is to take the lift monk with us. All right, let's see. So we want one of these. We only have the one. All right, well, we'll swap it for that. Okay. Zen, you sent me a thing. Okay. Discord? Guess it's Discord. Nomeo, that's where he is. I did not realize that you had Nomeo. I like his little outfit. Jokes on you guys. My girlfriend says I'm not a brat. Your girlfriend says that you're not a brat. I made a pillow for Nomeo. Wow, like that's incredibly sweet. So for those of you who are watching the stream and going, "What the fuck's a Nomeo?" My boyfriend is a brat says, Luke. Okay, so Nomeo is a gnome. Comes with the name. Nomeo is a gnome that my character in the LARP that we play, um, uh, 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 kind of now hangs out with us for reasons. And your character, yes, yes, our characters are inexplicably intertwined due to some strange decisions on the part of my character. He's our child. Nomeo and we used to have two children actually, but I don't know what happened to don't know what happened to the other one. I don't remember its name either. But Nomeo, they adopted a fully grown gnome. We didn't adopt a fully grown gnome, all right? He adopted us. It was one of those things that just kind of happens in roleplay, and you just kind of roll with it. And now he shares a cabin with us, and occasionally we have to put a bucket on him because he's young and innocent and not, in fact, a fully grown gnome. So, did you just refer to my boy as an it? Sweet as pie, my boy. And he is a baby gnome. That's my son. Oh, wow, look at this. I've started something. I don't know what I've started. I'm getting shouted at in the chat. What am I being shouted at, folks? I don't mind being shouted as long as no, that's your son. Nomeo is your son? Welcome to the chaos you have made. I mean, that's okay. I mean, yes. But I refuse to say that on chat. Right. Yes, you have made a pillow for Nomeo, Mr. I like that my sound files go on. Occasionally, I'm like, maybe I should change them. And Father, help. Sorry, what I just missed. So I heard the worst joke today. Would anybody like to hear one of those jokes? Am I a pretty boy, Papa? Papa, can you hear me? It's done by a comedian. They came out on stage and they said they were talking to the Magic Circle. That's a sort of secret order of magicians. And they said, I too come from a long line of magicians. My father disappeared when I was 12 and nobody's seen him since. And it was wrong on so many ways, but also hilarious. He went out for milk. Very funny. Thank you, Merlin. Thank you. I'm gonna go. Do you know what? Like, I have no idea what it was that I was doing, and now I'm getting palladium fragments for an egg thing because it's on my screen. Like, what am I doing? Oh, by the way, Zen, that person emailed back and thanked me for writing a response. Nice. So, for those of you wondering what Merlin is talking about, Pride Cymru. So, Pride Cymru is a LGBTQII plus supporting organisation here in Wales. And following the recent travesty of justice going on in the UK courts, they are reaching out to our MPs and asking them to basically grow a pair, which, in fairness, would be a first. But there is a streamer on here called Katie Chaos. They are quite a famous streamer, and how do I only have 5 Palladium fragments? What? They're quite a famous streamer, and they are trans themselves. And so what they are doing is they are using their platform to ask people who are trans and live in Wales to write to them. And you can have a look at the Pride Wales. You can have a look at the Pride Wales website, or you can have a look at the Pride Wales Facebook page, and you will see their shout out on there and asking trans people to write to them about how that recent report has affected them and what it means to them. And then they're going to be using this in a meeting with MPs to basically say, guys, don't be dicks. So it's quite a powerful piece. Now, everything that's sent will be anonymized because sadly it is no longer safe for our trans siblings out there. A friend of mine who is trans was stopped trying to use the ladies. Stopped trying to use the ladies like anybody cares. So I am the kind of person that is that gets kind of quite wound up about that. So my parents had some brain-rottingly upsetting things to say in agreement with what the Supreme Court said. Had to bite my tongue. Literally just let the women pee. Let everybody pee. Literally, who cares? All right? If I am standing in a toilet and people want to know about my genitals, all right, either we've traveled back to the 1990s and I've done the secret knock to summon the gays, okay, or you're a pervert, right? Which is it? Okay, like literally the last time I was in a toilet where somebody wanted to know what kind of genitals I have, you know, it was how the gays had to communicate before it was legal. Okay. The secret knock. Look, I get it, Merlin. You're a baby gay. You never had to do it. But yeah, there was a secret knock. Are you a friend of Dorothy? Are you a friend of Dorothy? I am a friend of Dorothy. Or I should say, realistically, I am a friend of Dorothy's cousin, to be more precise. A friend of Dorothy's cousin. Right. And on that note, what I'm going to do is I've got a very whiny, small little dog here. So I'm going to go let... You're lost now. I do love being friends with Dorothy. So, sweet as pie. Actually, well, before we let the dog out, let's do this. Okay. Friends of Dorothy. During the turn of the century, 1940s, 1950s, it was incredibly unsafe to be male and gay. And in order to kind of check actually that the man that you're trying to flirt with is also gay, they used to ask each other, do you know Dorothy? Are you a friend of Dorothy? Referring to Dorothy in Wizard of Oz, which was considered to be one of the gayest films of all time. So they would say, yes, I'm a friend of Dorothy, meaning I am gay, and therefore I'm a safe person to talk to about this. Later, much later, sort of when I kind of joined the gay scene, it was still kind of illegal, especially if you were under 21. And so there was still kind of this whole, you would find certain spots where it was safe to kind of get to know one another and have kind of casual sex. There were different rules in different counties, and there were different rules in different locations. But in the location where I was at, there was a secret knock, which basically said, "Look, I'm a safe person. You keep doing what you're doing. This is fine." Um, which is where that comes from. But also, from Friends of Dorothy, there develops this entire language. And some of you may have heard that what I love about this is that this was a language that was spoken on the BBC and it was considered to be nonsense, because nobody knew that Parlo was the language of the gays. Um, and so pretty much all of the Carry On crew knew it. And you will have heard that well, you might have heard that is a song called Green Grow My Nadgers Oh, which is considered to be a nonsense song. However, however, and you teach it to kids because it's a nonsense song, because people are like, oh, those words are funny, you know? In the same way that people used to kind of go, oh, my ding-a-ling is funny, right? It's a play on words. Except in Parlour, Green Grow My Nadgers is just utterly filthy, and it is actually as bad as you think it is. Um, so it's a great it's a wonderful language. It's sadly now pretty much dead. Actually, there aren't very many reasons, thankfully, to speak it, and because of course gay culture wasn't really being recorded, a lot of the language kind of has kind of faded away. But I'll sing you one o. Green grow my nadgers oh. It is as filthy as it sounds. But yeah, it's just that. It really does kind of it really allowed gay people basically, and it wasn't just gay people, but they were the ones that actually had more access to TV to be able to get the language out there. But it was the whole kind of LGBTQAI community who were able to kind of actually communicate in a really safe way. Um, and a lot of the kind of the language um, was very of its time. So Polari, which is the language, it's a kind of coded language, and a lot of it was about how you spoke to others. All right, and it was about mixing in words so that people didn't know about it. It's your 2 months. Oh, it's been longer than that. Nice, sweet as pie. I'll come back to that. So let me, so you would have um, Bonaparte, Ute Menage, no food, Ute Yente, no bed, Yete Bivare, no drink. And you could also kind of mix those together. Um, and a lot of kind of the Polare words have kind of crept into modern language. So, um, Barney, Blag, Butch, Camp, Kazi, Cottaging, Hoofer, Mints, Ogle, Scarpa, Slap, Strides, Todd, and Trades, or Rough Trades. All right. Um, and it was a filthy language in that there's a lot of swearing in it. Um, so a lot of this kind of not only was it a living language, but it morphed along as it went. So it's a great language. It is togs, for example, clothing. Bonatogs, good clothing, comes from the gay word. So if you do, there is a clothing brand called Bonatogs, which means good gay clothing. So you will see it, and now that you know that it's there, go and have a look at some of the gay history, because really it is important that we remember this and pass it on. I am so bad at kind of staying on task. Wow. Okay. The more you know, indeed, actually. And just kind of an appreciation. I did see that notification pop up. I like it. Right. So I'm gonna let the dog out. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no, no, no! No, no!
What the hell?
That was a demolition expert.
Yes. Course.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark. Grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark do do do, grandpa shark do, grandpa shark. Let's go hunt do 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 do, let's go hunt do 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 do, let's go hunt do 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 do, let's go hunt. Run away do 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 do, run away do 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 do. Just went, it's Horde Night.
I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. Welcome. It seems you were all enjoying my rendition of Baby Shark there. Baby Shark is how you lose followers and subs. Baby Shark is what happens when you listen to your followers. So you might know, and I don't know whether or not you do, but there's a whole bunch of redeems you can have on this channel. Amongst them is Sing. Mummy, please stop this. Did you have a nice break, Mummy? Did I have a nice break, Merlin? Yes, dear. If we're going to do this, it's going to backfire. Mother. What the fuck did I do to upset you? I crave violence now after Baby Shark. I mean, you mother me, and that is how you get violence. Baby Shark wasn't necessary. Look, if I remember, Merlin, wasn't it you that requested it? Wasn't it you that said, do you know what would be funny? Bratting too close to the sun. I genuinely don't remember, but it was a Sing request. So not connected to a structure. Look, just put the hole in the hole. There we are. Okay. So let's put the hole there. There we are. I'm very. That it not be a thing now. Please, Mummy, take it off. Take what off, sweet as pie? Like, I will take most things off, providing, you know, the Twitch terms and conditions allow me. Let's put these in boxes. No, I said never going to give you up. I've done never going to give you up, actually. I should probably add that as well, because that is in the library, yes. Baby Shark. I will think about it, but I will have to replace it with something. It's removed. Look, I'm quite willing to take bribes if you want things removed. You know, just, Mummy, if you love us, you'll remove Baby Shark. Um, how fascinating. Um, um, Into the Sun looks at my 6.5K silver and wonders if I should choose violence. I mean, that is what, but only at Zen, not at us. Look, the thing is if they choose violence, don't, how fascinating. I mean, I think it's utterly fascinating. You're doing I haven't even started doing the voice. Just you wait. Right.
I'm in danger.
Though, you know, if you do want to, like, if you have a genuine problem other than, you know, you don't like the song, please do DM me. We will make sure that it doesn't happen. If it is just sort of natural dislike of the song, then I will remove it kind of at some point in the future. So we are not here to make people uncomfortable. So if it genuinely makes you uncomfortable, let me know. If it's just for comedy, which voice, Miss Polly? That's a good question. Merlin, do you want to explain to Miss Polly which voice?
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. There's no way they can prove anything.
So yes, this is what I was going to show you. Was not uncomfortable. I just want to stab myself in the ear when I hear any renditions. Okay, so yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I was made to sing it on stream, because people thought it was funny. So, ooh, let's. Right. I should probably have paid attention before I came up here and made sure that I had the right equipment. There it is. Right. Do 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 do. Stay still. Don't shoot your own creature. Nice. Right. What else is in here? Okay, there isn't anything, but we'll shoot the alpaca anyway. Well, we won't because we missed. There's a specific voice that Zen does, very parental in tone. It hits my heart because, as the chat have stated, I have parental issues. Den also essentially adopted my orc character at LARP. It's a very sweet parent-son duo, all the feels, but also it's funny. He's going to I'm not going to kidnap Morky. Ooh, what the hell are you? That's a pal I've never seen before. What is it? It's a Nox! If you find Nox here in your bedding, you should leave it there. And now, apparently, Nox produces PAL spheres when assigned to the farm. So let's go find out. So these are the things you can do with the celery, is that you do fly for further and for longer. It's even funnier because I once asked Zen if I looked hot, and they said I'm not their type, but that I'm good at eye candy. This is also true, yes. Apparently, I also have a good mummy voice, so I terrorize. Yes, can confirm. Wow, I mean, we are just a massive collection of parental issues going on in the chat here. Like, do I need to sort of, you know, stop and look after you all? Like, are you all okay? You all okay? Just, you know, wait, who you? Confused. Well, sweet as pie. It is possible that you have in fact met Merlin's beard. I believe, assuming that you are who I think you are, I'm surviving, but not thriving. I thought you were Anna's Garmel. Okay. This explains why I mothered my way to temporary faction leader. I think though that the two of you have in fact met, which is why I thought that was kind of fairly sensible. But right, so if I put the Nox in instead of, I mean, they're only planters. Oh, if they're only planters, then going instead of you. Now, I thought, so they're not saying that they will go to the ranch. All right, well, let's see what happens. You can pick them up, Butch, if you just lift the Nox, just kind of carry them around. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, and then we can throw them at the ranch, he says. Side ranch, work suitable level for farming is insufficient. Okay. Interesting. I thought that Nox did, in fact. Oh, well, you know, more you learn. I don't think it's oddly not happy. No, hang on. I'm going to need to make my chat bigger because I was so busy chatting. Let's have a look. No, friend of hers. You're Fawny Boy. I got quartermaster due to nepotism. No, Nox doesn't make PAL spheres. Which one makes PAL spheres? There is a PAL that when you find it, it makes PAL spheres. It's not you. Okay. Let's take you out. So which one, when assigned, makes PAL spheres? Is it you? Is it the Cremis? Now, what does the Cremis do? So you could come in instead of that one. Is it you? It's a Vixie. All right, so we're going to go find a Vixie. Right. It is Pixie. Vixie, I think, but yeah. Did you just absolutely murder the chickie? Okay. Usually in mountain areas. Yes, I'm going to head up here because there is also a thing up here that we want to kill. Vixie, throw at the ranch, it'll make spheres. That's what we're going to need. So the dog has come back in, having left the door open, so now it's cold. I'll have you know I'm a very well-behaved harlot. What? What kind of nonsense is that, Merlin? Hashtag doubt. Merlin being dragged in the chat. Zaki Blade Daniels come in there with massive doubts. All right, let's see if we can hit this thing in the head. No, because it moved. 30, is that it? Is that all I get? Okay. That's better. Right, what we're also going to try and do is, it's unlikely, but we'll give it a go. Going to see if we can catch the chillet. No. Okay, ouch. Where are you? Go on. Yeah. Oh, did I hit it? Yes. 70, 80, hundreds. Yes. Okay, caught the chillet. So wandering around up here should now be quite safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, the great mushroom. You can indeed ride chillets. They look like giant. Well, they look like giant. I mean, well, you can all see what they look like, right? Right, now, let's have a look over here. Have you seen King Llama? I have not got as far as King Llama, no. I play two versions of this. So I play it on my own, where I kind of, because I kind of, it's quite a, didn't see the chillet. I will have to head back. When I get back to the base, I will get out my chillet for you. It will in fact be the first time you've seen my chillet, but don't worry, I'm sure you will enjoy it. Ride the Wen. Okay. So when I play the game, like I'm for free. Look. There are certain people you don't charge, Merlin. You let them ride your chillet for free. Okay? And that's when you know it's going to be a good time for everybody. Okay? Like, it's not what I do for a job. Mummy, please don't show me your chillet. Well done, Merlin. That was incredibly wrong. In all kinds of ways. I just yeah, no, nice. I don't have a follow-up. There's a big hole in that rock. Do you know what? We could just go into the hole in the rock. Hillside Cavern. Oh. Craft a small feed bag. Level 13 boss. Yeah, probably not. Oh, what is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? Black Marketeer. Hello. I trade in any kind of PAL, whether it's stolen PALs or prohibited types. Take a look. Buy contraband. Gale Claw. Gale Claws are the ones you can ride. Valets Luminaris. Do it go in the hole. Utterly disrespectfully, woof. A nice one, elusive. It's nice to know that elusive is online, but again, not with us. And sometimes you can find, yeah, I mean, there's some quite well piles. I'm just broke. Right, into the hole. Everybody wants me to go into the hole. All right, here we go. Into the hole. We're not ready. We're not tooled up. We're doing it anyway. Predict with channel points. I've got to say, that is some good paint opening. Right, we probably want some sort of... Oh! Go away. Stop. What are you doing? Get down from there. Right, and where are you? Over there. Stop collecting your loot hard. You know what? That'll work better if I press the button. Doing a stupid. It's not really that stupid. Ooh, cavern mushrooms. You can use them to make medicine. I've never actually found any, so we'll find out what kind of medicine we can make. Boom. Oh, excuse you. Look, stop that. Nice. So the dungeons do close a certain amount of time after you finish go into it, but they also reopen and cycle around, so don't stress too much. All right. Because it's one of those, you know, designed to be played like with friends, right? So, so there's iron. I will collect some of that. I think that's sulfur, which is not a resource I'm anywhere near needing. There's meant to be like a way round that you can kind of make your way through these things. Leave dungeon. All right. Well, we don't want to do that. So are you just flashing because of what you are, right? Is that? Hello, hello? Am I back? Wow, like my whole machine just froze. 1 second, folks. Let me just see if I can what is going on? What has decided to start running that shouldn't be running in the background? Let me just kind of close all of that. Okay. I am back. Yes. Hello, hello. Wow, that was kind of like it was the worst kind of freeze, right? Everything went black. Oh, I see. Ghost of Yotai coming in October. So my small person has sent me a video, and it tried to render the video. So I think he's saying good night, but I don't know, and I don't want to play it because I don't know what he's saying. Okay, so I think that's what happened there. Your PAL team is hungry. Well, they need to get goods. Oh, we do have food, just about. Not a lot of food, but we've got some. Right, okay. So there's light coming down to that. Is that significant, do we think? No. Okay. So this is where we came in. So if we just stick to the left, right, we'll find. So there's the thing, and then it all went black. Right. Okay. Good night, little shark. Yeah. Yeah. Good night, little small person. I'll have to send him a video later. All right. Let's go through here. What's through here? And wait. Or is that rendered in? Is this a thing? This looks like some sort of fighting arena, right? Okay. But there are things through here. I saw them. Oof. You're just going to stand there. I am just going to shoot you in the head. Look, I wasn't shooting at you. Oh, stop that. It's massively antisocial. Okay, that guy's just sort of stood there. So... Oh, that woke him up. There he is. Yay! Shooting things in the head. That was quite satisfying. Oh, I think they're still alive down there. Yeah. Killing things for the XP. Where'd it go? I don't know if I've got a water pal with me. There we are. I don't know if I can... There we are. Got the pal sphere, which is kind of the important thing. Can hear no game sounds. Everything okay? Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Testing. Wave if you can hear me. Thank you, Zachary Daniels, for the resub. 2 months. 8 months in a row. 8 months. 8 months. Look at that. That is how long we have been doing this. Thank you very much. Thank you. All of that money comes into my account and is spent on very wisely on enabling that this stuff can keep happening. It pays for things like PalWorld. It pays for my setup. Sadly, it doesn't go far enough to increase the potato, but thank you. And, you know, if you are able to do that, please do. If you do have a Prime subscription, remember, you can subscribe with your Prime subscription and you get access to a whole bunch of new emotes. There are emotes that are only accessible to those of you that have joined the cults. Okay, so for those of you that want to join the cults, you have to pay to join. All right, you get the Cult of Zen emoji, you pay to join the cult. Now, also, while we're at it, people said, why should we join the cult? And I said, maybe I should do t-shirts. So I've done t-shirts. Okay, so if you do want to join the Cult of Zen, there are no t-shirts and fridge magnets out there. So if you are interested in those, you're probably going to need some sort of link. It's on my Printify shop. So yeah. Let's just kind of dig out my Printify shop. So here it is. Now there is also a Redbubble shop, but Redbubble overcharges, in my opinion. But you know, I get why they're doing it. They're massively more successful. I just don't expect the people are going to kind of go for that. So this is the little Printify shop. There's only two items there at the moment. And for some reason it's showing everything in dollars and it shouldn't. But there is my print on demand shop. So if you are interested in merch and you do want to join the cult, please do considering you know, donating some of your hard-earned cash to wear some of my merch. There will be more. There is more coming. There's going to be kind of stuff with my hat. This little icon down here. Or is it that side? This side? I know where it is. You know, that kind of stuff. So wear them to first. I mean, that would be absolutely adorable. And if there was a way of doing like proper rewards, I would do rewards. So if anybody happens to know Twitch well enough to know how I reward people for doing silly things in real life, then let me know. All right, so here are some pals we haven't seen before. This one is called a Foddler. There are 2 fuddlers. And of course, I've picked a fight with the most powerful one first. Oh, only 30, but we'll give it a go. Oh, no. Okay. We don't want to hit it too hard. All right, so that was a critical success. Maybe we'll catch us a fuddler. 80, 90. Caught a fuddler. Right, let's see if we can catch this little guy. Now, you can dodge by using control, which I've got to say is probably the most difficult part of the stream. New donation from Megan. Well, thank you, Megan, for your support over on Ko-fi. Thank you very much. All of that money, however it is donated, it all goes to supporting my stream. So thank you very much, whichever one of you out there is Megan. Thank you very much. Ko-fi doesn't take very much out of that. Obviously, hang on. You want to see my face when I'm talking. Ko-fi doesn't take very much out of that. What does happen, though, obviously, because PayPal does take some, but it does basically all go towards supporting this stream and making this craziness happen. So thank you very much. You are all incredibly kind, and I love you all. And, you know, if you help my cult grow, then eventually we will have enough money that we can just give away T-shirts. And maybe I'll do that, actually. If we kind of, as we grow, I'll start thinking about actually kind of doing some giveaways and some merch and that kind of stuff. So thank you all very much for your support, your decision making in joining us. So thank you very much. It does really warm my heart. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am in-game hungry, and I didn't bring any food. So one of the problems with streaming this is when you kind of stop. Ooh, what are you? Speed Lotus. What's a Speed Lotus? Is because your PAL team kind of get hungry when they do things, and they get hungry kind of over time. Is if I stop, you know, while we're in a cave like this, just everybody's going to get hungry. And I do need to be very careful, of course, because otherwise I will die. Oh, now I think I've forgotten. There is a button that you can press to stop. Bread. Look. Excellent. So we're going to feed one to me and one to the deer. Excellent. That was a very good time. Oh, we're crouching. How did we do that? How do we... Oh. C apparently is crouching. Ooh. Big thing of palladium. Do I? Yeah, why not? So. I'm just going to keep... There is a little bar that pops up that sort of says how much you're carrying. I could probably spend some, you know, stat points on it, but we're not there. Great timing, that. I wonder what was great timing. There are 30 palladium fragments, really useful. And they don't seem to weigh very much, which is even better. Berry plantation, PAL's carrying it to fire, then PAL's taking it from fire once cooked to a food bowl thing or chest. Also feedback, yes. I haven't worked out how I get them to cook, because you can set them to kind of, you know, make. Like, I've worked out how to do that. And actually, I tend to find that with a chicky assigned, I get like loads of eggs, and that tends to be what I use. So, oh yeah, great timing on the bread. Yes, but I've got to find out. I've got to find the center of this place, so that I can kind of get out. But that looks This looks like a dead end. Yeah, okay. I need a fire pal assigned to the fire, but my understanding is that they only cook what you tell them to. You can't say, you know, I've got loads of X, so I would like you to cook, you know, more of that. You've got to say, okay, I'm going to set you to cook like 1,000 of these, but you do need 1,000 of them to do that. All right, so are you a different entrance from my going around in circles? I'm going around in circles. Go around it. You can also open the options for chests and anything and assign what pals can put them in. Ah, now that is good to know. Simply because we can get into more detail off stream. I mean, I am happy to go into more detail. But also, one of the things about streaming is that there are people out there who do watch these to learn how to play the game. You mad fool, you. So if I do have tips and tricks that I can learn while on stream that I can share with people, then I'm all for that. Now, this looks like it's a dead end. So I think we might just, despite the fact that those fires clearly say go that way, we are clearly lost. So organize inventory. Now that is something that Little John and Elise of Elf are going to love. I have an out of left field question for you, Anis Garmel. Shoot. This is a safe space to ask questions. I feel no obligation to answer unless it's hilarious. Okay. Which way did I come in? If I run this way and have a look. Okay, this looks like the way I came in. Right, got it. So if we run down this way. So this is because I've got really low render distance. I'm trying to condition Baby Bean for nerd music and stuff. Any gaming soundtrack you'd recommend adding to his playlists? Ooh. Any nerd soundtrack? So, come on then, folks. Hit me with your nerdiest game. Your nerdiest bit of music. Jonathan Colton is quite good. You do have to curate your playlist. Oh, I think we found the boss, folks. Yeah, I think we found the boss. Let's get ready for this. Yep, that's a level 10 Melpaca. I don't remember what it's weak against, but you know. Let's just see if we can take it down and maybe capture it. Halo Reach. Oh, that is also very true. Halo is a really good soundtrack. Oh. Oh, wow. We caught the boss. That wasn't quite what I was expecting, but I'll go with it. Oh. Slightly dead there. Right. Sometimes it's worth putting in the Pokeball just to kind of give yourself a break. PAL Sphere. Legally distinct PAL Sphere. Come on. Yeah! Okay, I'm still getting fight music. Okay, no fight music. I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! Look! Oh, there's a thing over here. What are you flashing? Oh. Okay. Look at me. Dumpa 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 da da. Dumpa 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 da. And we get funky chests. Training manual. Life pendant. I wonder what that is. Do you want to leave the dungeon? Yes. So in terms of food for yourself and pals, you can either just get them to carry berries into the chest and the food box, or if they go into a chest, you need to take the stack out and set it to cook with a fire pal on it. And pals can carry them to the chest food box. Easiest way is to get berries into a chest, get the whole stack, and then select to cook them, and just left arrow to do the max number of them. Okay. Right. So, on the talk of PAL food, we are very hungry in game. Ooh, I didn't realize we'd come that far. Let me just show you this, folks, being as we've come out the other end. Look at that. That's an oil rig. The more complex the food requires cooking, takes more ingredients. These will give them more sanity back than basic food like berries. So san is the sort of weird number that you're seeing on PALs. Right. So while we're here, oh, okay, we're on the other beach. Okay. So let's try and make our way back. Oh, we did pick up some berries, so not a lot, but still, you know, worth just kind of making sure that we don't kind of end up deceased. Cooked berries are better than raw berries, right? So that we can kind of work that out. So there's some lamb balls. Lamb balls. So I can't believe that we've taken out a boss. Like, that was so much of a surprise. And the thing is that Elusive wasn't even here to see it, right? Elusive, who's kind of, you know, who sees me in fights and sees how bad I am. And there we are, just casually taking out a boss like it was nothing. We took a boss out like a boss. Like, well done us. Cause you're amazing, and as Garmel, thank you. Sweet as pie, her balls. Oh, box. This is loot we didn't pick up. Okay. And here we are, back at base, or nearly back at base. That's a cremise. So we're going to need to go the other way to try and get world bosses do respawn after intervals. Yeah. But I mean, I don't expect to be able to pull that off again, right? We caught one. We caught two. All right. That reminds me, I need to show people the chillet. But first, I do need to go and close the door because it is very cold. But we are back at base, which does mean that we can. Right now, so apparently we can assign things to chests. So let's try that. So first, let's make a storage chest. All right, let's make a storage chest. Let's put one under the window near the fire, and then build it. Catching them is pretty easy, to be honest, especially with better spheres. V security settings. Private locked enable, so it's not that one. C. Right, okay, so if we uncheck all, and into here goes food. All right, okay. So we should probably put that actually into our pocket. All right, so food goes in there. So we want to cook the berries, like 550 of them. Okay. So what's in here? So in here, there's like a load of fried eggs and stuff. Okay. And they're bringing the berries back. All right. The chillet you took out was a world boss. Oh, nice. Yeah, very nice for organizing resources. And then pals carry stuff to them. So if I change like this chest here, raid. What's a raid? Oh, right. So there's a scouting party up there. They appear to have. Oh, so there's some that's come down over there. Okay. Where'd he go? Well, they're not living long enough for me to kind of shoot them, so. I love that kind of slightly gurgling noise. Excuse me, don't come here with your gun against a bow and arrow. Wow. Any more? Any more? No. I love the death noise. Thank you, Merlin. Thank you. So I'm going to try. I'm going to open. No, what do we want to do? We want to go chest settings, uncheck all, and then we want to put stone. All right, so stone in that one. And if we build another chest and put it next to it. Okay. And then we go C, and then we uncheck all, and we choose wood, because who doesn't like having wood in chests? And so the pals then should sort that. So, right, I'm going to go and put the BRB on. So hopefully there'll be no baby shark, but I can't guarantee it. So.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no, no, no! No, no!
What the hell?
That was a demolition expert.
Yes. Of course.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark.
Sorry about that, folks. Right, so I'm back. Good night, Merlin. Have a great night. Oh, thank you for pinning the shop. So what did I miss when I was out? Ooh, nice. Some good science there. I like a good little bit of science of a night. Nice. What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Oh yeah, sorting chests. So they haven't put things in it yet. So I don't know how long it takes. So what's this chest going to be? So this chest is going to be uncheck all. So this is going to be PAL material. Bum, bum, bum. I want wool. Production goods, other materials. Other consumables, maybe? Maybe? Okay. So we have got to feed the PAL team. Now, they did ask to make like a special kind of food pouch. Now, let's just make sure we can actually unlock it. It's this one, small feed bag. We need ancient technology point. We do not have an ancient technology point. So we kind of get it by taking out a specific. Ooh, look, chillet saddle. So you can ride a chillet and a crossbow. Yeah, we want crossbows. And a metal spear. Yeah, we want one of those. We want a spear, workbench. Yeah, because we need to build one of those. And we also want to be able to build mega spheres. Right. So over around here is where we're going to start kind of putting what do we need? Ingots, man. So we need to go and get like 20 ingots, I think that was. So there's 11. Maybe I got enough. No, I did not. Boo. Okay. Right. Let's go get some iron. Right. Okay. I'm going to pause that there because I now need to close the dog because the dog is back in. So don't go away. I apologize if it does it to you again, but I should be right back.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no, no, no! No, no!
What the hell?
That was a demolition expert.
It's meant to be random, that. That's not particularly random. That's the third time that we've seen that. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Maybe it's random, sort of each starting of OBS. So, come on. So we're going to build now a cooler box. So hopefully that when we kind of come back, we've got a nice little new level. So also while we're doing this, I'm looking at kind of Elusive's activity today, because Discord tells you these things, okay? And he's played, Miracle of Sound, 4 tracks thereof this week. What an odd thing to need to know about a friend, you know? It's odd the things that this sort of weird connected world tells you about people. Snooping. You're right, Nissig. I just find it odd that the world seems to think that I want to know. Now, obviously, where that comes from is that's advertising, right? That is the company that makes that track wants other people to know. Because if other people to know, you're more likely to buy the album, right? Is if your friends are doing it, you want to do it, okay? Because it's a human nature thing. We all want to be part of that. But the odd thing about it is that it tells you, and you can't decide whether you want to see it or not, which I find odd. Apparently, don't have any cloth. How do we not have any cloth? Okay, well, I guess you can just make a load of cloth. How much have I got? 94. Yeah, that should be all right. Don't actually know where the cloth is going, but let's do that. Look at it. It's got hands. It's got 2 hands. Just okay, cool. All right, give me that. Right, let's just repair the armor. There we are. So I'm going to put the cloth intentionally in the wrong box because I want to see whether or not the pals will take this stuff out, right? Oh, look, I can't actually put it in. If you haven't seen a lavender yet, you're in for a shock. Yeah. I have not seen a lavender yet. So I know it won't let me. Elusive is going to love that. So I'm just going to have like a dumping chest entirely. Ooh, what are you? Ah, we can, I think we can read this book here. For a technology point. Yeah. Okay. I've got some rubies. All right. So we don't want the grappling gun. We want this. And we're going to go make that. Which I think we probably have to make over here. So I'm going to need, in the spirit of things, I'm going to need some sort of dumping chest for them to kind of sort things out of. We're still short on ingots. Let's put that here. Let's open that. Right, so if we put that in it, ooh, we should probably also have a look at the medicine. Because that has a real short time on it. No, that's the power gear. Did we not make an ancient medicine? Yeah, we did. It's over here. Food and wood or whatever. Yeah, we could, but I'm just kind of thinking one of the things, so this is the medicine, is that one of the things that Elusive likes, one of the things that Malkitty likes, who we occasionally play with, is they like having everything in like an individual chest with signs on it. So 6 brain and over full. They don't heal health. What about you? Heals wounds over time. Okay. We can make 1. Wow. All right. So we're going to need to learn how to grow those mushrooms, right? Now the pals do level up Now, I don't know whether or not they evolve, but I know you get a machine that you can squish them all in. So I'm wondering maybe that's how you get them to evolve. Let's acquire some medicine. All right, what are you? Medical supplies. Creating ulcer and fracture. And that creates sprain and overfall. So we're not going to make those just yet because we don't need them. So you can only find them in dungeons, sadly, as far as I'm aware. Wow. We will have to just kind of put up without the healing. There we are. Off to sleep. Oh. Right. Let's go get the ingots from up here. Earthicadia couldn't reach the logging site, so it returned to the PAL box. Okay. Seems to be doing all right. So do we now have... We are missing 2 stone. We are missing 2 stone. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we are. Don't want to get too close to that, otherwise I'll end up carrying all of it. Try not to stand in the fires then. So the cooler box is a great addition. It keeps things from timing out. But you do need a PAL that produces ice, like the pen gullet. There you are. So chest settings. Now let's uncheck all. And the things that we want in here is ingredients and food. Because like there is no point putting other things in here. It will wander off and do other stuff constantly. Yes, it will. So I haven't yet found a real use for it other than the fact that it makes me make it. So I'm going to build a sphere workbench, which is not round, which kind of I dislike, because the sphere workbench should absolutely be round. All right, what do we need? Ooh, nails. So we need another 5 nails. 1, 2, 3. Will produce more than enough nails. It'll produce 6. I haven't tried making a room for mine to go into and be locked in there. It still kept escaping from the room to do something other than the one job I gave it. What you seem to have there, sweet as pie, is a brat. That's what you've got there. Is your pen gullet just was bratting you the whole time? You gave it one job, you gave it nice and comfortable, it still wouldn't do it. You know, if you tried to tell it to do something else, guaranteed it'll spend all its time doing the ice thing. Ah, beats. That there, dear chat, is that acceptance, that recognition. Right. Right, got the nails. Okay, so now we can build the sphere workbench. Can we build the sphere? Like, I do dislike that you can't clip them, because they feel like they should be like a line. Can you see all the weird edges of the benches? But you can't. It makes me sad. So. Dun 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 dun. All right, So we can now make spheres. Yay! They've only got quite a low capture power, but that doesn't matter. Right, what else do we need? Ooh, 13 technology points. Nice. A PAL Expedition Center. Now, this thing is just ridiculous. All right, PAL Expedition Center. We need a mill and a wheat plantation, so we might as well get those while we're here. And the PAL Expedition Center is just freaking massive. I need 20 stone. It's not going to be a problem. I'm going to guess it's in the stone chest, maybe. Maybe if the pals have like done their jobs. No, there's one in the stone chest, and there's no wood in the wood chest. I don't think that was in the game. Well, they have done quite a few. 9, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Right, this thing, just to give you an idea of just how ridiculous in size this thing is. Just look at the size on that. Too close to other things. Like, you can't. There's a sort of blue place that was just there. Overlaps with another character or object. Now there's a berry plantation. It kind of rides on the rocks. It is utterly bananas, right? So you've built this nice kind of base, and now I've got to find somewhere for something this big. Outside the base area. So you can kind of get a little bit outside the base area. Now the problem is that it won't like force delete those torches. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is disassemble that. Disassemble that. And crazily, we're going to have to disassemble this. Okay, now you get most of your resources back. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Overlaps with another thing. With what? Overlaps with what? Okay, there was it briefly flashed blue. Okay. Where is that? Where was that? Is it branches and stones? Is it really being picky about? Okay. Let's just escape from that. Pick that up. Is there anything else there? All right, let's try that again. Build the expedition center. Right. Up and down. And then we go sideways. There's the line. You just see it. Come on. Okay. I bet you it's that stone. You just see it there. Well done. Thank you. Right. And then you have to wait so that nothing is running around. There we go. Now, I need it to kind of... All right, that's too far back. Nudge it over as far as I can. There we go. Basically, all of that so it doesn't take up too much space. And if you get it right, it looks like they go into the rock. So now, before I forget, what I now have to do is rebuild the things that I destroyed to take it down. So we've got to rebuild the hot tub. There we are. Hot springs. Okay, so we just need to make sure that we've got that. Yeah. And then, I don't know if we can, but as you approach kind of 12 pals, you are going to need another one. So that now looks, now that we've kind of got it, hey, Roslyn, that it kind of goes into the mountain. Now, what you can do now is you have to walk to this bit. Oh, wow, we haven't unlocked the Syndicate Tower yet. So let's finish off this quest, upgrade the base, and then we'll go do the Syndicate Tower. And you can all see what that is. And we should be able to do that. There we are. So the next one is we get two bases, which is what Sweet as Pie was talking about earlier. Boom! Build a cooking pot, build a wheat plantation, build a mill. Now, the cooking pot goes over here, because we've decided that this is our cooking station. But I haven't unlocked it yet. But that's not what we're doing. What we are doing is we're going to make sure that we've got enough food before we head out on the mission. Cooking pot is what firepower can be assigned to, as well as furnaces. Absolutely. What am I doing? What am I doing? I think what I'm doing is, yeah, I'm making a small feed bag. Yeah. So one of the useful things about the small feed bag is that you can put into it food, and rather than needing to do that whole rigmarole all the time, what it will do is kind of update. They will feed themselves automatically from the bag. Now, if we kind of come over here, this should have... Oh, it's only got 20. So what I'm going to do is if I put this... See, I've now got this new slot down here called food. And they will eat automatically out of that. Now, as Sweet as Pie pointed out, there is a SAN number. So that's SAN. Sanity is 1. So it only increases their sanity by 1 for eating it. But it is, I don't know whether or not it's better than berries. So here's berries. Doesn't increase their SAN at all. Okay. So you can see there that actually cooking them, as Sweet as Pie pointed out, is better. SAN on fried eggs is the same. It's 1. But that is okay. Right, we've got 200 and odd of that. I wonder, before we go, whether or not we can make a crossbow, because the crossbow actually does quite a bit more damage, and we're going to need that where we're going. Let's have a look. What do I need for the crossbow? 10 ingots. That's a lot of metal. That is going to be a lot of metal. We don't need the crossbow. I've done it without the crossbow. I haven't particularly picked up. Oh, I tell you what will be useful to take. It will be useful to take a dire howl with us. Now, dire howls are the fastest creatures in the game. So we're going to take that instead of a Cinnamoth. And then we're going to go up and we're going to do the tower. So rather like other games, there are kind of dire howl with speed is peak if you can find one. Yes. Now so here is us riding a deer. Let's just kind of get off this. If we change our pals to the dire howl, here is the dire howl, and we can also ride. Here is the dire howl. Now, what I hadn't noticed is that dire howl is only level 2. It may not last long, but it should hopefully give us long enough to defeat this tower. Now, I put this off for the longest time because I was like, this is going to be tough, right? But it's not. Now, it would be fun to do this with others, but you kind of reach a point where you just got to do it, right? This is one of those things that I think Elusive would really enjoy. So get a cutscene. Now, this person can become a companion. Can you tell what the makers were trying to focus on? Now, how she caught this thing in such a low-level PAL sphere, I don't know. But look at the size on that. So, kind of just the same as everything else that we faced. But unlike others, it doesn't kind of get confused by focusing on the PAL. It will go after you. Ow. Okay. You can also hide behind these spheres. My dire howl is just not doing enough damage. I don't think we're going to survive. Let's swap it out for that and run away. It is quite big. Yeah. Now we are doing like tiny bits of damage, but that's okay. Erythica Deer's attack is highly effective, which is exactly what we want to see. Now he's coming for me. And with a bit of luck, yeah. Oh, no! No! Run! It doesn't help that the attacks are seeking. So we are taking it down real slow. You can see why this is a good one to be playing with others, and ideally with something slightly a bit more powerful than the bow. But Eritha Kadir is really kind of sticking in there. Now, in theory, you can catch the Grisbolts. So you do need to sometimes just swap out your pals because they will heal and eat in your inventory. Oh, no, 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 no. And the longer you can go without being hit, the more healing you will get. Like I said, control is in theory dodge. Oh, that was into the rock. That didn't work. If you can really power up the bow, you can actually do quite a bit of damage. There we go. Where is it? It's over there. Gotta wait for the ding. And okay, we're maxing out on kind of 50 damage. And we've got a long way to go. Don't come over here. Go away. How is Fox Sparks doing? Where are you? No, no, don't want, do not want, do not want, do not want. I don't know if you get extra for hitting her, actually. How's Fox Sparks doing? Doing okay. We're almost down to half bar. Uh-oh. Stop with the laser. We are finally down to half health. Now, obviously, with a team of two of you, you can both have pals out, which are doing kind of a lot. Oh, right. Let's call that one back. Let's send out that. This one is not as effective. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Because we just need to do damage, right? Let's go hide behind this pillar. Ah, oh, that was... Well done, Zen. Don't shoot the pillar, shoot the thing. There we are. Okay, so we got 15. So what's happened is our weapon is damaged. Woof! So it is halving the damage that we do. But we are, like, nearly halfway there. Let's see, what have we got? How healed are you, Eritha Kadir? There we are. Can you see, by having that in our inventory, Eritha Kadir has managed to heal up and is ready to go. Now, sadly, what I can't do is repair my bow. Powers with freaking laser beams. Lift Monk's item ability is pretty good. Jumps on your shoulders with a machine gun. And Fox Sparks, yes. If I wanted to be in the fight, I think I've got Fox Sparks harness because I can do Huggy Fire, which is their word for flamethrower. But honestly, in this fight, going with the tight matchup and just kind of aiding it with this, what is becoming smaller and smaller, right? We were doing 50, we're now doing 10, 15 if we get a critical success. Like, it is almost like we're not here. Like, we are making very little dent in this thing. I think it is doing like 400 damage, right? Do you have the medicine you made? Yeah, I've got the medicine we made. I won't remember to use it, and it's not on the hotbar. But I've got it. Okay. Oh, Fox Sparks is not ready. but I've got no option because I need everything I dare to stay up. Where are you? Die hell. I ran right into that. That did not go my way. I wonder whether or not I should have brought a couple of repair tools. Because there is a repair kit that you can make, and I've never actually tried it on any of the weaponry that I bring with me. And it's only just occurred to me that that's a thing. Pop it for Erythica, dear. That's not a bad shout. But I need... Dihal's doing okay, but it just really isn't doing enough damage to be distracting. Run! Because Dihal is only level 3. I just outrun it. That was... Let's hide behind here. Avoid that laser. Dihal is now level 4. Which is good. So the more it does, the more it will level up. No, stop that. Stop with the shooting of the me. I'm a good guy. Honest. How does it have a laser? How does it have a laser? Where'd it go? No! Run sideways! Okay, we're also running out of time to take this thing down. So, right, go. I've got 40 seconds to kill this thing. It's not going to happen, folks. We're just not doing enough damage. Yeah, we're going to get ejected. See, as you did, 8 baked berries. Okay. No, 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 no. Down with the laser. Okay, time out. Boo. Boo. Good night, Zaki. Thank you very much for being. Thank you very much for playing. I hope you have a great night. Through the roof. Yeet. Timed out. Didn't do enough damage. I know. So, we're going to have to kind of level. We're going to have to think about how we do that. And we are also going to have to try and get our stuff before we freeze to death.
How?
Because it is night and we are not wearing anything.
Yeah.
But what we do have, or we should have, got a Diahal. So the Diahal being the fastest pal that we've got can kind of get us back there. And then we'll just take it all. Oh, and there are depressos. Now depressos are a kind of a nighttime pal. Kind of like oh, let's try capturing that one. Let's see if we can get one. So they're kind of like the ghost type. Didn't do enough damage. Yes, I am hitting it with my torch. Oh, critical success means I hit it in the head. There we are. You can indeed just have fog sparks out to keep warm, but you do have to stay close to them. Look at this cheeky little pal. Sit here and just do some damage to it, and then we'll capture it. Oh, yeah, also, there we are. So, got a couple of depressos, levels up a little. And it is a mobile torch. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely is a mobile torch. Oh, and there is, yeah, no, I mean, I'm quite surprised that I missed both of those. Actually, those are quite good science. Right. Let's head this way. There we are. So what I didn't get to show you, because what I was hoping to show you was this. And in order to do that, we've got to defeat that tower. We did not defeat the tower. Our bow ended up being damaged, so we're probably going to need a crossbow to kind of do more damage. And I think if we're going to one person it, we are probably going to need to be a higher level. Maybe going in with kind of metal tools might be more useful. Maybe. It's not a particularly hard fight, as you saw, and we were getting there, but obviously you are up against like a timer to kind of get that done. So I'm just going to finish off this little metal node over here, set that off, and then I'm probably going to start thinking about calling it a night. I have had a really chill stream. Thank you very much. It has been quite a fun stream. I hope you've all had a good time. I hope you've enjoyed kind of watching at home. Hey. Dislike stamina games. Okay. So Sweetest Pie sent me a diagram. I'm not entirely sure what it's for. But I will have a look at it, try and understand what's going on. I like trying to understand. I like understanding things. That's kind of, there we are. Turn my phone the right way around. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a map of the dungeons. Wow. Look at that. We could there was a map. There was a map. Like, did we find a map? No. We just kind of barreled in. Visit #1 wildlife sanctuary and capture Erythrica deer. So, hey? So there's more Erythrica deers. So we've got the dire howl out, so hopefully that will level, so that we're not having that issue where, you know, it was level 4 when we went in. It's level 6 now. So we're not having that kind of issue with it essentially not being powerful enough, not doing enough damage, because you absolutely need to be able to do enough damage to kind of get through that. Hang on, I'm just going to just allow that. So I can see why they banned it. It's an illegal, yeah, the sanctuary, illegal zone. There's police there that will beat you up. the weird thing about this game is that there are in fact police. You need to fly there, get Earthed Deer, Terra, and Pen Kings, and another pal. Okay. So we at some point got to learn how to fly, which is not a thing that we can do yet. This is the stone chest. This is the stone chest. So I can put stone in. I'll take all this out. I don't know why it's not been sorted. It should be sorted. There we are. Put the wood in there. Maybe I should stop them doing work, just so that they can just so that they can actually focus on sorting out the chests. Okay, so if I stand there long enough, you can just kind of pick it all up. A harness for a flying pal. They won't sort them. What? What? I've got to sort them. I don't want to sort them. Like that's surely what the cult should do, right? And give the chest rules. Disagree with that sort of thing. If I put things in chests, they should come along and sort it. That's what I want out of my experience here. Is I want them to sort it. Right, actually, I suppose what I should do. So look, so they ate most of the berries just by them being in the pocket. But you also eat the berries. So the rules have only allowed X items. Yes. But I want to be able to put things in boxes and for them to take them out, and then I don't have to worry about Elusive complaining about the fact that I don't have a sorted box. That's kind of what I want. The initial sorting you have to do, put the items all where you want them to be, and once the rules are done, they follow them. Oh no. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got a metal spear unlocked, metal axe and metal pickaxe. Okay. You drop stuff on the floor. Oh man, I am going to enjoy telling Elusive that. Stone. What am I missing for you? Not enough ingots. I need 10 ingots for a metal spear. Oh, handily, there happen to be 10 there. All right. No, that's the medicine workbench. Overshot. I'm going to make a metal pickaxe because then I can get metal quicker. If that makes sense. So Dire Howl is busy working, which is good because it means that Dire Howl will level up. Okay, so don't know whether or not I've unlocked this. No, I haven't. Okay. So one of the things about this game is that there's a little bit of tutorial, but there's not a lot of tutorial, and so kind of it's not on its own. There is a lot of games that are exactly the same. Some of them pride themselves on. So if okay. And I've got a repair kit. No, that equipped it. No, all right, so that's not. So it says it's a consumable item. And if I click it, that equips, that de-equips. So there doesn't seem to be a way of using the repair kit on the stuff in your inventory. It's annoying. All right, we've got 9 points to put up. We are absolutely going to put up weight to somewhere like that. We should probably put up our attack a little, probably our health a little, and definitely our stamina. Let's go one more, and then let's put the rest in weight. Okay. Now, what we're now going to do is we're going to go get some metal. Just an example of just how fast this thing runs. It doesn't, however, have a big jump. If you want a big jump, the Deer has like a double jump that you can do. So kind of climbing up this kind of stuff is much easier with an Deer. They are, but on the plus side, you know, get to ride a dog. And we are here in no time. The map is quite big, so you do kind of get used to, oh, I'm not using the metal sphere. That's the one I want. And it swapped it for the torch. Oh, very odd. All right. Go away. And then let's take on the stone pickaxe. And then metal pickaxe. Now, you do reach a point where your weapon does enough damage that you don't actually need to kind of change weapons. Oh, you don't own enough Pokeballs, Rosalind. Ah. Let's just make sure we pick up the last bits. Let's go get some more from over here. So it's much quicker to do it this way. Just need to make sure we don't over encumber ourselves too much. So we're doing 92 versus 42 points of damage, which of course, if you remember, we were doing 50 points of damage with the bow. That is probably it. Yeah, that is probably it. So any more than this, and we just can't move enough. And kind of, you can ride, but you can't run. So all right. Oh, Rosalind 89 is not doing very well there, trying to catch Pokeball. Okay, so now what we can do, climb the tree. Oh, we are over encumbered. It won't let us use our. So there's the flying Pokemon. It's the only one Pokemon, PAL, that I've seen. You're weighed down by too many items. Yes, I know. Had to buy Pokeballs. I do enjoy the irony of playing Pokemon whilst you play PALs. Well, I mean, hopefully the Pokeballs weren't too expensive. The dog turns white when he's wet. The dire howl is still quite a still faster, but only if you're only a little over encumbered. Too encumbered, and it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Ask me how I know. Right. We are 28. Much better. And like a lot of these games, you kind of spend a lot of time just doing that, you know? Oh, I thought I would have picked up a little bit of stone. Did not. Okay, we haven't got anybody who, or at least we need another miner. We've got a spare slot, so glutton, coward. We probably need another one of those. We've got to chill it. There we are. Boddler. So we need to just make it a bed. Infrastructure. Bed. Go. We can have a bed. Or at least it will do when they get around to making it. Why do you need miners? That's sus. Thank you, sweetest pie. That took me up. That's one of those you've got to read out loud before you're like, wait, what? Miners. People that use pickaxes to break apart rock. Look, like Puddler's doing. Puddler is apparently also carrying eggs. And then eventually... Oh, that's still working on berries. Okay, let's have a look. Technology is what we want. Have we passed it? Yeah, it looks like we have. Got a wall torch, fire arrow. We get a metal chest, fireplace set. Cooking pot is down here. So we've got to be level 17 before we can level up the base again. And at the cooking pot, you kind of get a whole bunch of new and fun, interesting items. I don't know why we need a ladder, because you can just climb any surface. I've got a Melpacker saddle, might as well unlock those. Okay. Right, I was going to bed. That's where I was doing. Not in the game, in real life. That's what I'm doing. What do I need for this? 5 nails. I think I just need to make 2 of those. And then we'll have 4 nails. And then when the iron comes off that, we can make a crossbow. Quite nice. And then what I'll have to do is next game, if we are playing this next week, we might have to remember to make enough for everybody. Crossbow. Just an Eartha Kadir just, you know, passing in the background. Quite nice. So one of the things that we're going to have to do in game is to think about getting another hot tub, because if you can see, the sanity of some of the pals is quite low, like specifically the Fox Park. And it's because they will chain going into the hot tub, into the hot springs. So if you don't have enough hot springs, they will keep working, which will lower their sanity, and they won't recover enough in the hot spring. So you do need to sort of think about getting two. So just waiting on this crossbow. We're nearly there. Any minute now. There. Okay. So if we swap that in for the crossbow. There we are. Now, one of the downsides about the crossbow is that it's got quite a bit of a reload time. So if we pick on that one up there and reload, wait and reload. Oops. But we are doing quite a lot more damage. Where are you? Because I don't think you will survive another shot. No, but we'll give it a go. Wow. I mean, that's like on 0. Oh, being attacked by another one. That's okay, because we need the horn. Got to wait for the reload. Reload. So it's doing about 300 damage there, which is much better than what we're seeing, which was 50 with the crossbow. Yes, they will keep working until their SAN is so low that they go on strike, which we would rather not have, because this is a lovely little holiday resort for them, where they are here to be relaxed. So let's pop ourselves up here. There we are. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope this has been entertaining for you. I hope that you've had a kind of just a generically good time. You are all absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for the support and love that you have shown me here tonight. We are going to we're going to go off now. We're going to raid somebody. Now, I keep meaning to spend some time on Twitch. I used to be able to, before the stream, kind of bob around and see some people and that kind of stuff. And I just life is just too busy. So we are kind of down to quite a short, you know, sort of list of people that we can go off and raid. So if you do have any preferences, if there is anybody that you're sat there thinking, do you know what, it'd be really cool if, you know, please do let me know. If you've got anybody that you're like, yeah, let's go raid them. So who have we got? I'm just going to make that bigger so I can see. We've got Zagams. Actually, they've got, oh, I don't know. It's gone. They've got 8. They're okay. They're a VTuber. Kind of joined us. We've got Varric Double D, we've got Soulman, Hybrid VT, who I do not remember, but you know, Zagams at least is kind of a. They're playing Repo, but they are at least somebody who I know, and we do try to raid those with the lowest follow count. Or lowest watching. So we're going to go off and raid Zagams. Not that they will remember us, because it has been quite literal years since we went off. So if you are able to join the raid, please do join the raid. Even if all you're doing is following in and then heading off, it really does help grow the stream. It lets other people know who we are. As you do go in, you should now all be able to use your emoji top hat. So please do just kind of put some love into the chat. Tell them that you're here from Zen Plays Games Badly. And thank you very much for being here. For whatever it is that you are doing with yourself over the next week, please do look after yourself. And remember, above all things, you are awesome. Good night. Good night.
And she talks like a dude. It's like being married to a guy with tits and a vagina. It's awful.
Xantha, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. I appreciate it. Ooh, playing some PalWorld. How did that go? Those of you who don't know me, I am Zagums. I am a variety streamer. I play a lot of like story type games, a lot of artsy games. I am an artist myself. I have a fantasy webcomic. And yeah, I think that's about the gist of it. Appreciate the raid. Yes, Freya. Love you. How was PalWorld? Did you get your pal?